You shouldn't be using this new tech. Yes, your business runs on gut feelings, last-minute decisions, and constant firefighting. Then stop. You are not ready. And using it will only make things worse. You think you're innovating, but you're actually about to pour gasoline on a fire you didn't even know was burning. Stay with me, and I'll explain the one mistake almost everyone is making and how to avoid it. Smart, successful people are rushing to adopt these new systems, hoping for a miracle. So they jump in, make a few mistakes, and think, well, that's just part of the learning curve. But what if the biggest mistake isn't the one you can see? What if it's an invisible error, baked into your company's culture, that guarantees failure before you even write a single line of code or prompt? The most common and dangerous mistake is trying to solve a chaos problem with a complexity tool. Let me break that down. Many businesses operate in a state of chaos. Your processes aren't standardized. Data is scattered across a dozen different spreadsheets, if it's even tracked at all. One department does things one way, another department does it completely differently. There are no clear rules, no single source of truth. It's a system held together by the heroic efforts of a few key people who just know how things work. You rely on their intuition and experience to navigate the mess. This is a chaos problem. Now, you bring in this powerful new technology. It's a complexity tool. It thrives on patterns, structured data, and predictable rules. It's designed to find subtle correlations in massive, well-organized datasets. It excels at optimizing a stable, repeatable process. You're essentially asking a world-class surgeon to perform a delicate operation in the middle of a mudslide. You're retelling the most advanced calculator in the world to find the answer to a little bit more than last time. It can't work. The tool isn't the problem. The environment is. When you apply this tech to a chaotic system, you don't get efficiency. You get automated chaos. You get faster, more expensive mistakes. So what's the real impact? You'll waste a fortune on software, consultants, and training, with nothing to show for it. Your team will become frustrated and disillusioned, blaming the technology when the real issue is the foundation it's built on. You might even make a catastrophic business decision based on a flawed output generated from garbage data. The failure will be spectacular, and you'll conclude, this tech just isn't for us. Here's the practical fix. It's not glamorous, but it's essential. Before you even think about implementation, you must first move from chaos to order. Start by auditing one critical business process. Document every single step. Who does what, when? How is it measured? Where is the data stored? Create a standard operating procedure, a single universally agreed upon way of doing that one thing. Enforce it. Get everyone on the same page. Once that process is stable, repeatable, and generating clean, consistent data, you've created a small island of order. That is your beachhead. That is where you can begin to introduce these powerful new tools. You start small, prove the value, and then expand that island of order, process by process. You tame the chaos first, then you optimize. Don't try to boil the ocean. Just clean up one small pond at a time. The goal is not to have the fanciest tool, it's to have the most mature process, because process maturity is the prerequisite for success. Without it, you are just gambling. This new tech is not maturity. It is a consequence of it. If you want to stop making mistakes, sign up. There's no hype here.